I find that personally, I learn better when I'm doing something. We've had the opportunity to learn something by reading about it, by watching videos, but when you can get your hands in there and your mind in there and do an activity with it, it's going to stick with you.
I find that the process of making these things is just really meditative, and because like I struggle with anxiety, one of the things that really helps me center and be mindful is these kinds of processes where you have to be like really like engaged with each part of it. So for me, just the process of doing something with your hands is the way that that information gets kind of ingrained in my brain.
Really, it's an exhilarating feeling when you create something with your hands that you know can't be duplicated on a machine, and that's key. You have that, you know, that fine craftsmanship or that fine technique, and that technique is not something that's perfect, but it's as perfect as it can be by hand. And that feeling and that look when somebody can't even tell the difference, who doesn't know, makes you really proud and really happy that you're able to have that skill. And a lot of it's slipping away. A lot of people nowadays don't even know what those skills are. A lot of people can't even use a screwdriver. So I think it's really important, and I think it's amazing when you can actually produce something with your own hands.
I am blessed in that I have this outlet. You know, I can do this kind of stuff. I'm not saying I don't know if anybody likes it or not. I like it because, again, it offers me an area where I can go and be peaceful, be mindful, and have a whole heck of a lot of joy. It really brings me joy to put stuff together like this.
You're basically giving birth to something that didn't exist before, you know, no matter what it is, like a painting, a story, a song, or whatever, you know, like you thought of that concept and then created it, and now it's in the world.
Probably the greatest thing that you gain by building something with your hands is this very visceral sense of confidence. Having interacted with the material and shaped it to your will somehow, more so than you would by learning maybe a cognitive skill, but to actually touch and interact with your work.
As humans, we're emotional creatures, we're intellectual creatures. We're able to solve the basic problem and fix that bumper, but we're also able to think about things and have deep thinking and explore. And that process is what leads us to art. I think just the act of art, even if you're not going to be a famous artist, even if you're not doing it for a living, it's still important to explore those things individually, because I think it's part of what makes us whole, part of what makes us understand who we are and where we're living and what's around us. So it's just really, like you said, it's an interesting juxtaposition to be able to take your hands and create on this side and take your hands and explore on this side. So it's just such an interesting thing, and we're going to lose that if people stop working with their hands.